Hello everybody, it's George from Ireland, and here I am in Wolvercote, Oxford, and look who I've come to visit, L A Hart. Here he is as Herbert Hart, this professor of law, and he's buried here with his good wife, Jennifer. So he's well known for his debates about what exactly law is. He was mainly a scholar of jurisprudence about whether legal positivism is valid or not. And there are other schools of thought. Some people say, no, we have to be a more realist, or people who say lex in justa non et lex, and so on. And what if a law is blatantly absurd or unjust? Do we disobey it or not? And interpretive debates about law. So anyway, he was born in a middle-class Jewish family, somewhere in the English Midlands, I don't remember where, and he came to Oxford as a classicist. And then he graduated in the 1920s. He later qualified as a barrister, but came back and was a don, as mainly like a legal academic. Didn't practice that much. He spoke with a mild PR accent that he didn't grow up that pucker. So he got married to a non-Jewish woman, and they had 4 children, but she had an eating disorder, whereas he said he didn't have much sexual desire. And I think he realized later in life that he was a repressed homosexual. He was quite close to his male students. I don't think there's any evidence he ever had any liaison with any of them. And whether the children born of her were actually sired by him is a moot point. Hope doesn't not seem too insulting to one of his children might happen to be watching. Anyway, and he was known for his very good friendship with his student Ronald Walken, who came from the United States to study at Oxford, who also became a professor of law, and who died about 10 years ago, and he was roughly 10 years younger than L A Hart. I don't know what the L and the A stand for. Okay, Dworkin, who was also Jewish. I'm trying to think, who are the other, so many of the scholars in this field are Jewish. Joseph Raz, an Israeli guy, and I'm sure there's another one in jurisprudence about the debate about what law is, what counts as law, when it should be disregarded. But he's always known as L A Hart, so I almost missed it when it was going as Herbert Hart. I'm trying to find the grave of Sir Thomas Chapman, as in Father Lawrence of Arabia. So they're buried in the Christian section here, I think like Anglican section. I don't know, he wasn't a particularly religious Jew, I don't know if he even converted to Christianity. That's the Orthodox Christian section, some of the names written in Cyrillic, some of the Orthodox crosses. A lot of people called Pasternak buried over there. Maybe think of Boris Pasternak, who was also Jewish, the celebrated novelist of Dr. Zhivago, who died in the 1950s just after winning that Nobel Prize. But my goodness, it's raining hard, otherwise I'll tell you more about Professor Hart. And there's a Catholic section somewhere for the Tolkiens. I didn't actually ask in the office, because they can give you the coordinates of the section. And what else? There's a mortuary chapel over there. I saw the grave of Baroness Daphne Park, who died not so long ago. Okay, and there are obviously some fresh graves where the earth has just been upturned. There's the mortuary chapel. Okay, visibility is getting poor as there's sort of this sheeting rain. Right, so I'll switch it off now. Not enough to make the 8 minutes. Total pip.